sorry if you guys can hear the rain. It has been raining all day. The weather has been so freaking rude, and this video is too important. I mean, I have props. Is this too cringy? I mean, if SpongeBob can do it, I can do it too. Hi everyone, my name is Holly, and in today's video I am so excited to be announcing something that I have been teasing this entire week. Well, as you most likely read the title, I have literally created my dream readathon, and that is Medieval-A-Thon. This idea has been brewing inside of my brain for so long, and after hours of creating prompts and getting ideas from my friend Kat from Kat's Reading Corner on Instagram, and even designing graphics for all of the things, it's finally been forged. See what I did there? So the whole point of this readathon is the more you read, the higher your nobility will be, and this will begin on July 1st and it will last the entire month, so you will have plenty of time to get as much reading done as you can and become that king or queen that you've always wanted to be, to rule your own kingdom, to have the greatest of all libraries. So here is the nobility graph that you can rely on. I have it marked up to 6 books. That is about the average I read a month, and I didn't want to pressure anyone, so it's not abnormally difficult. Graphic novels and manga, wink wink. Oh my god, that was like a Jon Snow wink. Read one book and be a lowly peasant working in the fields as a farmer. This is a great option for those of you who like the more peaceful difficulty. Nothing wrong with that. Read 2 books and be a squire trying their best to attend to the knight who one day hopes to become a knight themselves. Squires are adorable, by the way. Read 3 books and become the knight, a person of very honorable military rank who gets to ride a pretty snazzy horse. Read 4 books and become a count or countess and be granted your own strip of land and have a close relationship with the king and queen, or become the vampire of their dreams. Read 5 books and be the prince charming or princess who is no damsel in distress and be the symbol of hope for the people. And lastly, read 6 or more books, be an overachiever and become a king or queen, be the head of state and rule your own kingdom with chivalry and grace. So those are all of the nobility ranks that you guys can work up to throughout the whole month of July. Now, if you are feeling confident, and this is my favorite part, you can build yourself up some armor. Now, I have included a crown and a cloak as well for those kings and queens out there. You do not have to follow these prompts at all. You can read whatever you want. I mean, if you want to run around your local village naked, by all means, you do you. Just stay away from the local guards. They don't like that. But I suggest grabbing yourself some armor and a weapon. Yes, there are also weapon prompts, and I'll get to those in a second. So to wear a crown, you need to read a book where a character is fighting for the throne. A lot of YA fantasy follow that line. There's also Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence, Half a King by Joe Abercrombie, just giving you some ideas. For the helmet, read a book with a dragon on the cover. Every brave knight strives to slay a dragon, so pretty self-explanatory. For a breastplate, read a book with a shiny cover. Honestly, anything on the cover that reflects is a good option. Even a shiny font is acceptable. The Last Namsara is a good example of a full shiny cover. The Tangled Lands is a good example of a center point that is shiny, as you can tell. Look at that shine. Shwink shwink. And Stranger of Tempest is a good example for shiny font. So it is all acceptable. For leggings, read a thick paperback. Now this is another one that's totally open. It's all a matter of perspective. If you see a paperback and you personally think it's thick, then it counts. For example, the Black Prism to me is a pretty thick paperback. Or Malice by John Gwynne, which is a tall, thick paperback, and I'll actually be reading this in July. Spoilers. But if you think like the Ninth Reign, for example, is thick, then by all means count it. For boots, and I know you guys are going to want to need some boots, read a book that has yellowed over time. Another self-explanatory one, surprisingly, this book is not showing off its true yellow. This thing is like almost freaking orange, but yeah, compared read this one. That was the Emperor of Blades, by the way. For the cloak, read a book that has red on the dust jacket. This can also mean just cover in general. I just wanted to word it dust jacket because it's a cloak. I wanted to be clever, okay? So now that you have your armor, you need to choose a weapon. Even a peasant is normally sporting a dagger on their belt. How else are they gonna harvest their beans? There are 4 weapon options: a sword, a pair of daggers, bow and arrows, and an axe. You need at least one if you're going to slay your enemies. No bending the knee in this readathon. You can even do all of them if you're feeling violent. To get the sword, you need to read a book with something pointy on the cover. It doesn't even have to be a sword on the cover. It could be a picket fence for all I care. The daggers, you need to read a book with assassins. The bow and arrows option, read a book with elves. And then finally, the axe, you have to read a book with mercenaries. You guys had to see that coming. And that concludes all of the prompts. There is so much to do and so much to choose from. I will be posting these graphics on Twitter and Instagram. My links are always down below in the description box, as well as the Medieval-A-Thon Twitter, which yes, I made a Twitter for this. I am that basic. I'm just so excited and I hope you guys join in on this. You can even use the hashtag Medieval-A-Thon on Instagram. Tag me in all of the things because I really want to see your progress. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I hope you guys join in on this. Tell me down below if you're going to join. It starts on July 1st. I will be doing my own TBR video. I'll probably be posting it on that day. I'll be doing some reminders here and there. So I hope you guys like this. Be sure to subscribe. I upload videos every single week. And until we meet again, happy reading.